Understanding the fire triangle is the foundation of successful fire starting, especially in wet forest conditions. The fire triangle consists of three essential elements: heat, fuel, and oxygen. If even one of these is missing or limited, your fire will fail. Most people focus only on one part, like sparking a flame, but forget that all three must work together. In wet environments, fuel and oxygen are often the hardest parts to control. Heat comes from your ignition source, whether it's a ferro rod, lighter, match, or magnesium shavings. But even if you generate a spark or flame, it won't last. Without the right fuel, in the forest, wet wood and soggy leaves won't catch fire easily. That's why finding or creating dry fuel becomes your top priority. Split branches to expose the dry inner wood. Collect birch bark or dry pine needles from under trees. And always prepare more tinder and kindling than you think you'll need. Then comes oxygen, the often overlooked factor. A fire suffocates without proper airflow. If you build your fire too tightly, pile on wet wood too early, or smother your spark, it won't stand a chance. Leave space between sticks. Use TP or log cabin structure to promote upward airflow. Blow gently at the base of your fire if it's struggling just enough to help it breathe, without extinguishing it. By actively thinking about the fire triangle while you build, you'll understand why your fire succeeds or fails. You'll begin to recognize how to adjust your setup when things aren't working. In wet forests, it's not enough to just strike sparks. You need to create an environment where those sparks can turn into survival-saving flames. Mastering the fire triangle means you're not guessing, you're controlling your fire with skill. Tree bark can be a game changer with starting a fire in the forest, especially when conditions are wet and most natural materials are soaked. Certain types of bark not only burn easily, but can even catch fire when damp due to their natural oils and fibrous texture. Two of the best types to look for are birch bark and cedar bark . Both are common in North American forests and are incredibly reliable sources of tinder if you know how to prepare them. Birch bark is one of nature's best fire-starting materials. It contains natural oils called betulin that help it ignite quickly and burn hot, even if the bark feels damp on the surface. The trick is to peel thin layers or scrape the inner surface to create small shavings or curls. These light up fast when hit with sparks from a ferro rod or match. You can often find birch bark on dead trees, fallen branches, or even peeling naturally from live trees, but always harvest responsibly and never damage a live tree if you don't have to. Cedar bark is another excellent option when shredded into thin fibers using your knife or even with your fingers. It creates a fluffy bundle that lights easily. It's especially effective if you collect it from the inner bark of dead or dry branches, where it's protected from rain. Roll it into a loose bird's nest shape and combine it with other tinder like dry grass, pine needles, or cotton balls if you have them. Always store collected bark tinder in a dry pouch or container, even if you're not planning to use it right away. It can save your life when everything else is soaked. Using bark as tinder gives you a massive advantage. When nature is working against you, just one more reason to learn and respect the forest resources, keeping your fire off the forest floor is a critical survival strategy, especially when everything is wet. The ground in a forest, particularly after rain or during early morning dew, is often soaked with moisture. If you try to build a fire directly on it, the cold and dampness will suck the heat from your fire faster than it can build, making it nearly impossible to sustain flames. That's why creating an raised base is one of the smartest things you can do. When conditions are wet, the easiest way to lift your fire off the ground is by building an platform fire . Gather thick sticks, logs, or pieces of bark and lay them side by side to form a foundation. This platform not only separates your fire from the wet earth, but also allows air to flow beneath, supporting the fire with oxygen and preventing heat loss. It acts as both a barrier and an insulator to things your fire needs to survive. Another trick is to lay down flat rocks or large pieces of dry bark if you don't have logs, even if they're slightly damp. These materials will heat up faster than the ground and will help dry out your tinder and kindling as the fire builds. As your fire grows stronger, the heat it generates will begin to dry out the platform, allowing it to catch and burn efficiently. It also helps dry nearby fuel you've stacked for later use. In fact, you can use the space around the platform to pre-warm sticks before adding them to the flames. By raising your fire above the wet ground, you're giving it the environment it needs to ignite, breathe, and grow. It's a small step that dramatically increases your chances of success when fire matters most. Pre-building your fire in layers is one of the most effective ways to ensure success, especially in wet and challenging environments. When you're cold, tired, or racing against daylight, the last thing you want is to be scrambling for the next piece of wood while your tiny flame dies out. By organizing your fire in stages before you ever strike a spark, you give yourself a clear path from spark to flame to sustained heat. It's all about preparation and structure. Start by collecting 3 types of materials: tinder, kindling, and fuel wood. Tinder is the fine, easily ignitable material like dry bark shavings, cotton balls, or dry grass. Kindling includes pencil-thin sticks and small twigs, while fuel wood is your thumb-thick and larger branches. Gather more than you think you need, double it if possible. Wet conditions are unforgiving, and your fire will need extra energy to fight through moisture. Now, lay out your fire structure before lighting anything. The best beginner-friendly design is the TP fire lay where you arrange tinder in the center and lean kindling around it in a cone shape. This design encourages strong airflow and focuses heat back into the center. Another good option in wet weather is the log cabin fire lay which stacks kindling in a square, crisscross fashion. It's stable, controlled, and burns evenly. Position your fuel wood nearby, sorted by size. When your fire catches, you'll be ready to feed it gradually. Without hesitation, lighting the fire should be your final step, not the first. This level of organization may seem simple, but it dramatically increases your success rate in wet conditions. By building your fire in planned layers, you eliminate chaos, reduce stress, and create a smooth path from flicker to flame. In survival, preparation is half the victory. Natural fire accelerants are a powerful ally with starting a fire in the forest, especially when everything is wet. You're working against time, cold, or fatigue. These substances either catch fire easily or burn intensely, helping you ignite damp materials and keep a flame going when it would otherwise fail. Learning to recognize, carry, or create these accelerants can make all the difference in a survival situation. One of the best natural accelerants is pine resin **. It can be found oozing from wounded pine trees or collected from hardened drips on the bark. Resin is flammable even when wet and burns with a hot, sustained flame. Smear it on your kindling or mix it into your tinder bundle to give your fire an instant boost. Another excellent option is FADWOOD**, which is resin-saturated wood found at the base of dead pine trees. It lights easily and burns hot, ideal for igniting wet materials. Chart cloth is a man-made but simple to carry fire accelerant. You can prepare it ahead of time by burning small pieces of 100% cotton fabric in a sealed tin until they become black and crumbly. A single spark from a ferro rod can light chart cloth instantly, making it one of the most reliable fire starters. If you want a survival-ready option that requires no preparation, carry cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly stored in a small waterproof container. These will burn for 5 to 7 minutes, even in rain, or wind enough time to light damp twigs or bark. The key is to integrate accelerants into your fire starting kit and practice using them. In a wet forest, every second and spark matters. Having materials that catch quickly and burn hot gives your fire the extra energy it needs to beat the dampness and keep you warm, dry, and alive. Protecting your fire starting tools from moisture is a critical step in ensuring you can start a fire when you need it most. In wet forest environments, even the best ferro rod or ladder is useless if it's soaked, corroded, or lost in your gear. Your tools are your lifeline, and treating them with that level of seriousness is essential for anyone serious about forest survival or outdoor preparedness. The first rule is to store all your fire starting equipment in waterproof containers or dry bags. Ziploc bags can work in a pinch, but hard plastic waterproof cases with secure seals are much more reliable. Inside, keep at least 2 to 3 fire starting options: a ferro rod with a striker, stormproof matches in a waterproof case, and a lighter, ideally a butane or windproof torch ladder. Add a small piece of sandpaper or steel wool to help dry damp items or scrape off moisture if needed.